today to address the crisis. We support the package of sanctions in the resolution to the extent that their impact is targeted and does not exacerbate the burden upon Libyan citizens. We have taken into consideration the letter of today's date received from the permanent representative of Libya supporting the measures as were proposed. We are further persuaded by the cries for help of the Libyan people. In response to these calls for action, the comprehensive sanctions will deter individuals from supporting or otherwise assisting the regime. Moreover, the terms of the resolution will isolate those currently planning, coordinating, and directing the atrocities. Nigeria is satisfied that the resolution provides for the protection of civilians and respect for international humanitarian and human rights law. We believe that full implementation of these measures will swiftly and effectively address the ongoing crisis. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Nigeria, and I now give the floor to the representative of the United States.
Thank you, Madam President. When atrocities are committed against innocents, the international community must speak with one voice, and today it has. Tonight, acting under Chapter 7, the Security Council has come together to condemn the violence, pursue accountability, and adopt biting sanctions, targeting Libya's unrepentant leadership. This is a clear warning to the Libyan government that it must stop the killing. Those who slaughter civilians will be held personally accountable. The international community will not tolerate violence of any sort against the Libyan people by their government or security forces. Resolution 1970 is a strong resolution. It includes a travel ban and an assets freeze for key Libyan leaders. It imposes a complete arms embargo on Libya. It takes new steps against the use of mercenaries by the Libyan government to attack its own people. And for the first time ever, the Security Council has unanimously referred an egregious human rights situation to the International Criminal Court. As President Obama said today, when a leader's only means of staying in power is to use mass violence against its own people, he has lost the legitimacy to rule and needs to do what is right for his country by leaving now. The protests in Libya are being driven by the people of Libya. This is about people's ability to shape their own future, wherever they may be. It's about human rights and fundamental freedoms. The Security Council has acted today to support the Libyan people's universal rights. These rights are not negotiable. They cannot be denied. Libya's leaders will be held accountable for violating these rights and for failing to meet their people's most basic responsibilities to their people. Thank you, Madam President.
I thank the representative of the United States, and I now give the floor to the representative of Lebanon.
شكرا سيد الرئيس. كان مجلس جامعة الدول العربية قد عقد في 22 من الشهر الحالي اجتماعا طارئا لبحث الموقف في ليبيا، وقرر بنهايته التنديد بالجرائم المرتكبة ضد التظاهرات والاحتجاجات الشعبية السلمية الجارية في العديد من المدن الليبية
crimes committed against the peaceful popular protests and demonstrations taking place in several Libyan cities and in the capital Tripoli. It also decided to express its profound deploration of the acts of violence against civilians, especially the use of foreign mercenaries and the use of live fire and heavy weapons and other methods against the demonstrations, all of which are grave violations of human rights and international humanitarian law. The Council then called for an immediate halt to all acts of violence and a resort to national dialogue and the response to the legitimate demands of the Libyan people and the respect of their right to demonstrate and to express their opinion in order to preserve civil peace and the safety and security of Libyan citizens. When the authorities in Libya did not respond to this call, Lebanon, and in line with this Arab consensus and with the statement of the African Union on February the 23rd, and also in line with the position of the Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic States, decided therefore to vote in favor of this resolution. On this occasion, Lebanon would like to reaffirm the importance of defending the territorial unity of Libya and its people, and we, as we also did from the headquarters of the League of Arab States, we salute the statements of and the position of the Libyan people and express our deep sorrow for the many lives lost and the many injured from the Libyan people. And I thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, you're watching live coverage of the UN Security Council meeting in New York. The Security Council has just passed a resolution unanimously against Libya, that resolution imposing a set of sanctions against the Libyan regime. These are individual ambassadors addressing the Security Council. This is the Russian ambassador addressing the Council right now. Let's listen to him.
Lives lost among the civilian population. We condemn and we find categorically unacceptable the use of military force against peaceful demonstrations and any other manifestations of violence. We insist on the immediate end to such actions. We vigorously call upon the Libyan authorities to comply with the demands of the international community as supported by the Security Council, including the League of Arab States and the African Union. This is necessary in order to prevent full-scale civil war and to preserve Libya as a united sovereign state with full territorial integrity. All of the parties involved must show restraint and observe the norms of international civil law and human rights. There must be ensured reliable security for those foreigners who find themselves in Libya, including Russian citizens, and all conditions must be created for their unhindered return home. A settlement of the situation in Libya is possible only if it is put on a political track. This is in fact the purpose of the resolution as adopted by the Security Council, which imposes targeted, clearly expressed restrictive measures with regard to those guilty for violence against their civilian population, and not allowing for any indirect sanction for the use of force to interfere in the affairs of Libya, which would only worsen the situation. Russia, in cooperation with international regional partners, will continue actively to help the friendly people of Libya in their search for a peaceful way out of the current crisis. Thank you, Madam President.
主席女士，中方十分关切利比亚动荡的局势。
Madam President, China is very much concerned about the turbulent situation in Libya. In our view, a matter of the greatest urgency is to cease immediately the violence, avoid further bloodshed and civilian casualties, and to restore as soon as possible stability and normal order, and to resolve the current crisis through peaceful means such as dialogue. In this process, the safety and interests of the foreign nationals in Libya must be assured, taking into consideration the very special situation in Libya at this time and the concerns and views of the Arab and African countries. The Chinese delegation voted in favor of the resolution 1970 just adopted by the Security Council. Thank you, Madam President.
I thank the representative of China, and I'll give the
Muchas
floor to the
gracias,
representative
señora
of Colombia.
Presidente. Quiero expresar ante el Consejo de Seguridad
Thank you very much,
la
Madam Chair.
complacencia del Gobierno de Colombia
I should
por
like
la
to express
resolución
before
que
this
este
Security
Consejo viene
Council
de aprobar,
how pleased
resultado de
the
un
government of
proceso de
Colombia
consultas
is
oportuno
with the
y
resolution
responsable
that this
y
Council
en
has just
consonancia con el
adopted
sentido de urgencia
as a result
que la
of a
situación y la
timely
comunidad
process
internacional
of
exigen.
consultations in
De manera
tune
unánime
with the sense of
y con
urgency
determinación,
of the situation and that the international community demands. With great determination, the Council is transmitting a direct and solid message. Violence must cease, and those responsible of attacks against the population shall have to answer for their crimes. That is why the decision to refer the situation to the International Criminal Court is quite appropriate. We have followed the escalating violence and repression against the population. Colombia reiterates the urgent need to stop it, and we demand of the Libyan authorities strict compliance with international obligations, international law, and human rights. We clearly reject the calls for violence from official sectors, and we condemn the violations of human rights and basic freedoms of the Libyan people. The state must assume its primary responsibility of ensuring the rights of their citizens, including the right to life, freedom of expression, and peaceful assembly. My country has maintained a firm and coherent position in all fora where this situation has been studied. We co-sponsored the Human Rights Council resolution providing for an international investigation commission on the violations in Libya, and we suspended their membership. Additionally, we co-sponsored the resolution that presented that resolution to the General Assembly. Libya must find a way to respond effectively to the legitimate aspirations of its people in search for a more equitable society where their citizens will be able to exercise their fundamental freedoms. Reconciliation will require dealing with impunity and ensuring that those that have committed crimes against humanity will be brought to justice. The international community must remain united and continue taking measures leading to the halting of these merciless violations that the torturers of the Libyan people continue committing. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Portugal welcomes the adoption of this resolution. It particularly welcomes the fact that it was adopted unanimously. The Council thus was united in sending a clear, swift and strong message to the perpetrators of heinous crimes taking place in Libya. Portugal calls for an